student of Mount Kenya University. I'm in Department of Journalism. Now I'm having the topic on drug abuse. Now, the topic said that the importance of online journalism in preventing drug abuse among the youth in Rwanda.
The beer that I have taken is called solid weed. If you ask me about weed, I'm a Rasta man. I can't live without it.
Drug abuse encourages violence, weakness, homelessness, safety, financial pressure, physical and invisible damage of the body. We are going to have a short conversation with the doctor about the drug abuse. Hello. I'm fine. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. I'm a student of Mount Kenya University. I'm in the Department of Journalism. So, drug abuse is just, I can say, it's just like an epidemic disease all over the world. Then I started to the topic said the importance of online journalism in preventing drug abuse among the youth in Rwanda. And we've seen that in Rwanda there are so many different impacts of drug abuse. So I can say maybe diseases, for example, cancer, tuberculosis, lack of capacity of thinking, because you see, when people are using drug abuse for a long time, you find that they don't have capacity of thinking, where they misuse the economy even at home everywhere. You find people making conflicts with others. So, you are the doctor. What can you comment on that?
I think the online journalism has to do so that it should prevent the drug abuse of the youth of Rwanda. They should have to organize, not only just to organize, but also they can set the talks that are talking about the drug abuse, their effects on health of people, especially those young people. Those talks must be published, and I think from the talk, just if they are talking about, like, let's say for example, if they are talking about tobacco, if there is a talk that is talking about tobacco, there is an element called nicotine. This nicotine is very dangerous. It's a vasoconstrictor. This vasoconstrictor just mean it is a compound that will make the blood vessels to become narrow. And once they become narrow, it will lead to hypertension. Okay, so hypertension will mean high blood pressure. So if the talk is talking about how tobacco is not good because it leads to hypertension, the youth will be aware that tobacco is not a very good thing, because once you get hypertension, you will have cardiac disease. So this is a very dangerous disease all over the world. It's very curing. Sometimes it's not curable. And if it is curable, it takes a lot of much economy just to manage this. So, as online journalism, you should have to organize talks like those to create awareness about the drug abuse.
Rwandan society. Some people seem to confuse the medical drugs that we take from the hospital with the substances.
Those drugs, they are not intended just to cause a therapeutic effect, just a healing effect, because you are taking them, but you are not sick, you are taking them. So it is to be abused when you are overusing, just you are misusing these drugs. In other words, I can't say that to take a drug, it's a problem. The problem is a misuse. It just, if I say misuse, we can understand many things. Taking drugs in time it is not necessary. Taking drugs with an overdose, because our body needs alcohol, of course, but it does not need alcohol on a very high level, which means if you take the overdose of the drugs, you will cause your body some problems, which will result into drug abuse, the very bad effect of the drugs. So I guess you have understood the difference between two drugs. That's fine.
You know, in Rwandan society, we have the industry of music, where many people or young generation found that they abuse drug so that they can perform well on stage. But it doesn't mean that all of them they abuse. Some of them they can perform without using the drug, but some others they abuse. So meanwhile, we are going to have a conversation with Mani Martin as a musician here in Rwanda to explain more on that. I myself am also a musician, but do not abuse that drug. Thank you very much.
Afro diesel mama, Afro diesel mama, Afro mama, Afro papa, Afro sister, Afro brother. Afro is so beautiful, Afro diesel, Afro, 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 Afro.
Many people they say that musicians or celebrities they use drug abuse so that they can perform well on stage. How can you comment on that, Mr. Martini?
Well, yes, it is said that most of musicians use drugs for them to get strength, for them not to be shy on stage and all that, but I don't believe it. I don't believe you can do what you can't do usually because you've taken something. Like for me, I'm an artist, but I don't take anything and I still have the energy on the stage. I can even perform well than those who take drugs. We are the mirror of the society. We artists, all these kids are looking up to us as the role models to them. So we shouldn't really take those substances because people should see us as the good examples to the society. So this is what I can say. It is not really helping us, but it's killing us in the future.
The drug abuse is a very big issue within the country. Drug abuse is an issue that has arrived of the attention of the government, from police institutions to the local authorities and citizens among themselves. Plans and strategies are taken to prevent drug abuse among the youth.
mbere na mbere basabwa kwirinda gukoresha ibiyobyabwenge, haba kubinywa, haba kubyitera ndetse no gushuka abandi kubikoresha. Barasabwa nanone gutanga amakuru ku barimo kubikora kuko bazi ko ari ingaruka mbi cyane ku muryango wacu twese nk'Abanyarwanda. Bifite ukuntu bidindiza iterambere ry'igihugu, bifite ukuntu bibangamira imibereho y'Abanyarwanda. Abanyarwanda none turabasaba yuko baba bafatanya bikorwa mu kurwanya no gukumira ibyo biyobyabwenge. Aho wicaye mu rugo ukagira inama umwana kuvuga uramenye, iyo bari muri muna wawe ukamwita uramenye niba hari ikintu kibi udakwiye kwishoramo n'ibiyobyabwenge. Niba ari umubyeyi akabyigisha abana hakiri kare, niba ari umurezi mu mashuri akabigira inshingano ya buri munsi, kwibutsa, kwigisha, kugenzura, n'uwo basanga yarabigiyemo agakurikiranwa, agakosorwa, bigacika burundu, kandi birashoboka.
Ibiyobyabwenge cyangwa iyindi mico mibi ntabwo ari ibintu bigomba kuza nk'amabwiriza cyangwa ibihano abantu bagomba guhabwa, ariko mu rubyiruko ni bya bintu nahoze mvuga, hagati y'urubyiruko ubwarwo, muri organization, mu mibereho y'urubyiruko ubwarwo, buriya mushobora kugirana inama, mukigishanya, mugahanana, bikagira ingaruka zishimishije kurusha ziri buve mu mabwiriza.
This is the witness among the people who used to sell and abuses the drug. I used to sell the drugs, but I found the British people, especially youths, even mature one, I said to stop. They are useless. No interest in me and other people. The Rwandan population today is 5 million, and the biggest population is the youth, and most of them are using internet in this digital era. This is why online journalism should be the main instrument to be used as we prevent drug abuse among the youth in Rwanda.
First of all, ethics is the key to journalism. Without ethics, you cannot make it. It is not all about making money, but it's all about national interest. It's all about serving our country, just like any other profession. That's what I can advise the journalists, to be professional.